Hi. Okay, week 3. It's just insane. Like many semesters, I know they're fast paced. Hopefully, you're getting a rhythm for them. But like just to throw this out there, at the end of this week, we'll be close to 40% done with the semester. It's tough, but it's going to feel so nice when we're done in March and all your other classes are still going, but this one is behind you. So hang in there. And if you ever feel like you're falling behind, let me know, and I can try to help you out or give you tips or something to get you through this, because it's a lot, but y'all are doing great so far. Okay, so this week, we just had exam 1 last week. So now, however that went for you, at least you know what to expect. You know how the questions are going to be and everything like that. Sometimes, especially in a new type of class that you haven't taken before, just the not knowing is the worst part. So here is the good news is that you know how it's going to go now. Just a heads up, I'm not going to call it bad news, but just to be completely honest with you, is at the end of the semester in my Biology 103 classes, and this is true for online or in person or whatever, I've got a grade book and I can look at the average for each exam. And on average, exam 2 is usually a little bit tougher than all of the other tests. It's just, it covers a lot of material, even though it's just 3 chapters. It's a lot of material that we go through. So I just wanted you to be aware of that. And if you did great on exam 1, don't think, okay, I can just kind of coast and slack and let up this next exam. I want you to keep studying hard. If you didn't do as well as you needed to on exam 1, be honest with yourself and see what kind of changes you need to make. Were you watching the lectures? Were you watching the lectures with the TV on while you were checking your phone, or were you actually watching the lectures and taking notes? Like I said, just be honest with yourself so that you can make the changes you need if you do need to do better on this next exam. All right? So the next exam is on chapters 3, 4, and 5. It's 3 chapters worth of material. Chapter 3 is on organic chemistry. So this is different than the chemistry we did last time. It's not going to be formulas and protons and things like that. But there's a lot of information here. Organic chemistry is the type of molecules that make up living things and that make up your body. So we're going to talk about all those different types of molecules. Chapter 4 is on the cell. So we're going to look at different types of cells, look at the organelles or the parts that are inside the cell and what they do. And then chapter 5 is on the cell membrane. So we're going to look at how things can pass in and out of the cell. It's a lot of material, so just make a schedule for yourself where you can, let's say, like, if you're seeing this early, like this announcement is going to be opened up on Saturday, feel free to go ahead and knock out chapter 3 over the weekend so that you've only got 2 to do, next week. Just make a schedule and stick with it, okay? The review quiz for chapters 3, 4, and 5 is going to be due Sunday, January 31st. And then you've got your second lab assignment. Now this one is different. You don't have to provide any material. I know last time I gave you like this big shopping list of make sure you have milk and potatoes and things like that. Everything you need is going to be in your lab kit for this one. And honestly, most of it is just going to be kind of like an online simulation. We're looking at cells under the microscope, and we couldn't ship you a microscope. So it's going to be a lot of images that you have to label and things like that. But just make sure that you give yourself enough time to do that. It is due Sunday, January 31st. And it says the recommended amount of time for this is 3 hours. So I would plan at least that much time, set aside at least that much time to go ahead and complete that lab before the due date. All right? I know this is a fast-paced class, so let me go ahead and tell you next week, exam 2 is going to be open Monday and Tuesday. So it's going to be February 1st and 2nd. So just be aware of that. Make some time, set aside some time to do that. And if you have any questions on any of that, let me know. Just a heads up, that is coming up pretty soon. Remember, you've got a study guide. If you go to that Unit 2 folder down at the bottom of Unit 2, you can find the study guide for that. All right, so that's it for this week. It's from here on out, it's just kind of watch lectures, do your lab, take the review quiz, and just things like that. So if you have any questions on any of that, let me know. If there's anything I can do to help, please let me know too. And I will talk to you later.